Hi, everyone. I'm Sam Palazzolo. This week, we are going to talk about franchising and licensing, how to scale without losing control. This is topic number 34 from my 50 Scaling Strategies ebook. If you haven't received your copy or signed up for my newsletter, the information link is in the show notes. So get your own copy of my ebook. It's a $50 value. I want you to think of this statistic as we begin thinking about franchising and licensing. Specifically, franchising and licensing contribute nearly $900 billion to the U.S. economy annually. Most leaders still treat them like side hustles, though, from food courts. I'll never forget a founder who told me, "Sam, we want to grow, but we're stuck. We're running great units, but adding another one feels like it might break us." And that's the moment that I shared with him, you don't have a product problem. You don't have a demand problem. What you have is an expansion infrastructure problem. And this week, we're going to dive into how to scale your business without becoming the bottleneck. And we're going to use Deloitte's franchise lifecycle model as our strategic backbone. Here's the big idea for the week. It's simple. If you're going to franchise or license, you need to stop acting like it's a workaround and start treating it like a core operating system. Deloitte's model lays out 5 stages that, when followed, turn chaos into a repeatable machine. I'll walk you through each stage, along with how real companies and real leaders are using them right now to achieve real results. Here's what we're going to cover. We're going to start out by covering how to attract and vet the right operators. We'll then move into the difference between documentation and training. And yes, there's a gap. Then we'll take a look at why most operators fail at the operating part. Up next, how to keep top performers and replace underperformers. And finally, we'll talk a little bit about the renewal or divest decision tree that every founder who heads into franchising and licensing needs to consider. You'll leave this session with a working blueprint and the clarity to know whether franchising or licensing actually fits your business. So let's get into it. That first stage, plan and attract. This is where most leaders fail before they begin. They skip market research, they fail to define what a good franchisee looks like, and they treat expansion like recruiting buddies. One client I worked with, they ran a wellness brand, and they mapped demand zones using wellness spend data and only selected franchisees who'd run P&Ls before. That alone increased unit success rate by 40%. This plan and attract stage, this stage is about discipline. And if a franchisee or a licensee wouldn't qualify to run your brand, why would you protect it? And why would they protect it? The second stage, it's onboard and train. Once we have planned and attracted the right franchisee or licensee, we need to onboard and train them. And franchising without onboarding is brand malpractice. You see, this stage isn't just training. It's knowledge transfer, system calibration, and most importantly, expectation setting. It's about site launch support, brand standards, playbooks. It's where your IP becomes someone else's responsibility. And one founder that we coached reduced location ramp-up time by 3 weeks just by creating a franchisee checklist dashboard with red, yellow, and green stoplight-like indicators. The third stage, it's operate. If plan and attract is the engine, operate is the dashboard. This is where you provide field support without becoming a helicopter boss. Think monthly performance reviews, mystery shops, and shared KPI dashboards. The next stage, number 4, grow and retain. Here's where you turn decent operators into your growth partners. Multi-unit ownership tracks, advisory councils, and shared innovation wins. One of our portfolio companies offered top franchisees co-investment opportunities in their product line, and they saw retention shoot up 34%. The fifth and final stage, this is the renew, expire, or divest. No one talks about this, but you must build a structured renewal and exit strategy. Not all franchisees stay fit forever, and that's okay. Deloitte's framework says audit performance, update terms if needed, and create graceful exits. One of our clients had to remove a franchisee in a major market, and it stung because they followed this framework. It was clean, it was respectful, and it was legally airtight. It took some of that sting out of it. So let's do a midpoint reset here. Whether you've skipped forward and you're joining right here, right now, or you're tracking along with me, here's where we are. Franchising isn't risky when you build it out around structure. We're walking through the 5-phase Deloitte model that helps you scale without losing brand control. And so far, we've covered how to recruit, onboard, and support franchisees. Now let's talk leadership. You see, franchising and licensing, they're not hacks. They're multipliers. But they only work when you realize that your job isn't to control every unit. It's to build the system that controls what matters. Great leaders scale through others, and that only works when you document, measure, and enforce the right behaviors. So who's this for? If you're leading a business with proven traction and demand, but you're hitting a wall on people, capital, or personal bandwidth, you're who this model was built for. Here's how to take action right now. 3 offers. 1, call on me to conduct a catalyst audit. Let's identify whether your business is globally ready or where it's likely to break under scale. 2, join me on a catalyst board. Join a peer group of elite operators who are dealing with the same expansion questions you are. And the 3rd option, jump into a catalyst strategy session with me. We'll align your plan in a focused one-on-one working session to get it moving immediately. Let's not waste another quarter thinking about it. I'll drop into the session notes here where it is that you can send me an email, and you can always visit sampalazzolo.com to get started. Again, I'm Sam Palazzolo. Thank you for joining me here for this weekly session on franchising and licensing, week number 34 of our 50 scaling strategies. Thanks for watching, and next week we're going to shift gears into a whole new growth lever. Until then, continue to scale and look for real strategies, real results in my weekly newsletter. Have a great week.